Special thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Hey guys, it's me David and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we have the Imperial Light Cruiser. I know a lot of people have speculated this would be called Moff Gideon's Cruiser, but it is indeed the Imperial Light Cruiser, which is fine with me, but we all know it's Moff Gideon's Cruiser. So this set's going to retail for $160. I believe the piece count is 1,336 pieces. Hopefully that's right. And it will come out on August 1st, 2021. The set was provided by LEGO, so I do appreciate them for sending it over. Let's talk about this. So this is a pretty crazy set considering the minifigures you get in it. There's a lot of brand new, and as of when I'm making this review, exclusive minifigures. I think the highlights for me definitely are Fennec and Moff Gideon, as well as the Dark Trooper. Unfortunately, you're only going to get one Dark Trooper in this set, and we'll talk about that later in the review. It's a little unfortunate it's just one. But surprisingly, we also get Cara Dune, as well as another Mandalorian, or the Mandalorian, I should say. He's been popping up throughout the summer wave as well as the winter wave, so it's becoming a more and more common figure. And of course, you're getting Baby Yoda as well. So this set, as you can see, it's quite large. It's just about, I think it's the exact same size box as the AT-AT from last summer. And that set was also $160 and around the same piece count. So this is kind of coming in that type of bracket. As you can see on the back of the box here, the set does fully open up. It is just like all the other Imperial cruisers we've gotten over the last couple years, like the First Order cruiser. There's the Imperial Star Destroyer, plenty and plenty of others, going all the way back to like the Venator and the original Imperial Star Destroyer all the way back in 2006. Fun fact, that was my very first LEGO Star Wars set. There's a few different functions listed here, and we'll be looking at that closely in just a few minutes. But I'm pretty excited to build this bad boy. I know a lot of people are really interested to see what this set offers, what the interior is like, what the functions are, and where is the handle? Because as of right now, it looks like the handle is up here, but I don't see a place where you can pull it out or anything like that. Usually these type of cruisers have a carrying handle of some type, so we'll have to take a look at that. I'm gonna stop talking. Let's go ahead and dive into this review. But first, let's go ahead and get a word from our sponsor, Squarespace. So with Squarespace, I actually purchased my own domain name, brixphotos.com, because I wanted to create my own photography portfolio showing updates on my LEGO mock creations. Sometimes a video just isn't what I want, and I need a great working album to show all of those high quality images that I'm really passionate about taking. And while I was putting this website together, it was so simple and easy. It's not a hard thing to dive into, no coding required. And with Squarespace easy, ready to go templates, it took me literally minutes to get this site up and running and public for you guys to view. And if you use the link squarespace.com/solidbrickstudios, which is in the description, you'll get 10% off. All right, so now diving into the Imperial Light Cruiser. As always, we'll go ahead and start off with minifigures. Probably the most anticipated in this set is the brand new Dark Trooper. So as you can see, it's a brand new helmet mold, and it's also using a new armor piece that is the same that Wrecker uses in the same summer wave. As you can see, the dual-sided head print, dual-sided torso print, and new leg print, and a pearl gray blaster is also included. Quite a lot of details on the Dark Trooper. Now moving on to Moff Gideon, another very exciting new minifigure. As you can see, he does come with a dark saber that's pretty lame in my opinion, but he does have a dual-sided cape, red and black on one side and the other. As you can see, also has a dual-sided head and dual-sided torso. I actually really like both expressions that LEGO gave him. Great looking minifigure. Next is Fennec. This is also a very, very nice figure. And yes, you are seeing that right. That is arm printing on Fennec. Another arm printed figure, which is just crazy. We're getting so many this wave. She also has a dual-sided head with different expressions. Again, the arm printing was quite the surprise. Love the new helmet mold. Great figure. After that, we have Cara Dune. She has the same blaster as Fennec, which is a little strange, but you know, it is what it is. Dual-sided head, good-looking figure. After that, we have Baby Yoda. We've seen that figure before. And we also have the Mandalorian, which, again, is a figure we've seen before, so we're just going to quickly go through that.
Now, moving on to the cruiser itself. So, as you can see, it is pretty sizable. It has a fairly good balance. And yes, as you can also see, I am holding it by the bridge. That is where the Technic is inside the bridge. It's not an external handle like we've gotten previously with these type of sets. Now on the bridge, there is some stickers there. That is the detailing. Unfortunately, no printing, but it does work as a handle pretty fairly well, and it's actually pretty comfortable. Now, moving on to the side of the cruiser, yes, there is indeed little micro TIE fighters, not just one, but there's another on the other side that we'll look at in here in just a few minutes. But what you can do with these little micro TIE fighters that have a little printed 1x1 tile on them is in the front, there's a little launcher, and when you click it, they launch just like the real thing in the Mandalorian Season 2. So that's a pretty cool little feature. Now we're looking at the interior of the light cruiser, and this is the only interior right here. Now, specifically, what we're looking at is Moff Gideon's like main table. He's got a little red cup. Unfortunately, we didn't get any Imperial officers to fill this area, but you can fill it with other figures, and we'll be looking at that in just a second. There is some stickers of different panels, and now you can see that is what Moff Gideon and the Mandalorian look like in the area. It fills up very quickly when you try to put all 6 minifigures in the set, which, I wish there was more space, or I wish there was another area. So that definitely is a tad disappointing. When you put the cover down, there is 2 rotating cannons, both with spring-loaded missiles and regular cannons. So you can remove the spring-loaded missiles, and they still actually look like normal cannons, which I really appreciate. They fully spin 360 degrees. Underneath, there is unfortunately nothing. It's very bare and all light gray. So overall, I think it's a nice-looking set exterior-wise, but inside, it's a little bit on the lackluster. So let's talk a little bit more about that.
All right, so coming off that, what are my final thoughts on the Imperial Light Cruiser? $160 is quite a bit of money. Honestly, you could get like 2 of the Mandalorian Starfighter and the Marauder set from the Summer Wave, and still you'd be at the exact same price point as this set. So you're definitely paying a lot here for the cruiser, and of course the exclusive minifigures Moff Gideon and Fennec and the Dark Trooper in this set. So, that's something you really need to weigh in as, what's important to you. Do you really want those exclusive minifigures, or are you really in love with the ship, or both? I'm a little disappointed with the light cruiser in terms of its actual functions. I like the bridge area in here. This is cool, but there's no prison cell for Baby Yoda. There's no Dark Trooper release. Like, I would love for there have been a feature somewhere back here to just release our Dark Trooper. Like, all I need is like a sliding door for it to come down just like you see it in The Mandalorian. Maybe the designers didn't know about that feature, or it's part of the storyline from the show. But that's the type of thing that I feel like is missing. I wish there was like a prison cell and some type of feature to like release the Dark Troopers out of the back end, because there's nothing really going on this other half. Everything for the interior is just this front area. And I do really like the mini TIE fighters and how you can like push them out just like the real light cruiser. I think that's really, really cool. It's a neat function that works. And I like the rotating turrets. That's neat. But I think those 2 other features that I just mentioned would have been a great addition. I'm also a fan of picking up the vehicle by the bridge. There is Technic built into here. It makes a nice change. So going forward, hopefully, we won't have those secret handles. It'll just be built right into the set. I like that function. I think that's really cool, and it integrates very well. As for the figures, Fennec is my favorite personally, next to like the Dark Trooper and Moff Gideon. I think, man, they're all great, but I couldn't believe that Fennec had arm printing. That was a shocker. This summer wave of sets has been like the arm printing wave. I've never seen so many LEGO Star Wars figures with arm printing on them. That's a nice change, and I'm sure it makes a lot of fans happy to see that. The Dark Trooper itself, I think it's pretty cool. They're reusing the Wrecker armor piece, which, makes sense, and it's also going to be reused in another set as well. So, I get why they went that route. I do want to say that I am hesitant to say, like, go buy this set just for the Dark Trooper, because it makes sense for LEGO to make, like, a battle pack of Dark Troopers in the future. And we know from the LEGO Star Wars team that battle packs will be returning in a future date, most likely in 2022. And I'd say a likely candidate is the Dark Trooper. It isn't the first time where we've gotten an expensive set like this cruiser here, and there's a brand new exclusive minifigure that's an army builder, but we only get 1 or 2 in this big and expensive set. A couple months go past, battle packs come out with that minifigure. I could see the exact same thing happening with this set. It's happened so many times with like the Senate Commandos that came out in the Venator. Later on, we got a Senate Commando battle pack. It's time and time again, it's the Lego Star Wars formula. So if you just want that Dark Trooper and you're not interested in any other part of this set, I'd say wait out until the rumor mill, or at least some pictures get released later in the year of what the winter 2022 wave might hold. But everything else I think is pretty cool. I like the minifigures that they've included here. I like this set for the most part. I wish there were some additional playable features, but I can't really say it's a bad set given how cool it is and given the minifigure selection. So great job, Lego. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Again, thank you for Lego for sending this set over for review. I can't wait to add it to my Imperial fleet over here. It's going to be a great addition. And definitely let me know what you think of the overall set and figures. Hope you guys have a great and wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.